gym.
Uh-huh.
In the gym. I haven't talked to the guy since, well, I used to, that same day that he wouldn't let me wrestle,
This is the principal.
vice principal,
Oh, okay.
athletic director.
Oh.
He's the athletic director.
Oh.
So, anytime I would be walking across town to Thumb home, like me and Brian, if you rode the bus, it would take, they went to Asheville, Lilly, Blitzen, Crescent. We was the last guys to get off. Me and Kevin only ever rode the bus once. And I remember we came up George Street because Spud Segata lived in this shack down by the corner. You know where the karate guy was? On the corner?
Of George Street?
George Street, right down
Where Gary Nadolski lives?
on the other side of the street.
So across from Gary Nadolski's house.
If the road goes up over the hill,
Church Street.
then there's this house.
Yeah.
Well, this next place, Spud Segata lived there.
Okay.
And it was a old, beat-up, run-down shack. And me and Kevin just laugh when we seen where Spud lived.
How did you know he lived there?
He got off the bus.
Oh.
So we always walked. Me and Brian shot himself. Me and Brian was pretty tight. After wrestling practice, every day, instead of waiting for the bus, he walked up to the red light with me. Mm-hmm. I walked down over the hill to Loretta Road,
Okay.
and we thumbed on.
Okay.
I mean, that was football, wrestling. You know, we never rode the bus. I might have rode the bus. They started taking us first then.
So they changed the path.
Yeah,
The other way.
My uncle became the bus driver.
Oh.
And he would go out in Loretta first. So when I was a senior, wrestler. And but me and Brian, when we were juniors and seniors, no, I don't know, we'd always smoke one cigarette each after practice. I can still remember that. We'd only have one cigarette each. We never smoked more than one each. Maybe once a day in the school, you go in the lab and take a puff off somebody's. But we'd only take one cigarette with us every day. We walked home, smoked a cigarette, talked, you know. Well, once in a while, Per Conrad, from Lilly.
Is that a priest?
Yeah, priest. He was the guy that was screaming at me.
That's who it was?
Yeah. He would see us, and he would give us a ride.
Oh.
He would give us a ride. He'd give me a ride to Loretta Road and drop Brian off up at the light, you know.
Yeah.
Well, that day that he kicked me out, get out. I'm walking down the hill after school. Because I did go to practice. I went to practice anyway, but I didn't, for some reason, Brian wasn't with me that day. And I'm walking down the hill, and a car comes down, and there he is. And he just drove right by me. He just, you know. I thought, man, what a total freaking idiot. So baseball season rolls around. I haven't talked to him since that day. That's like
2 months? A month? 3 months?
4 months. Because the first match was like November 10th. And this is March. November, December, January, February, March, you start practicing baseball, you know. In the gym. Just throwing around. Because it's still snowing, cold out. You're usually in the gym for a week or two. You know. But I'm down there just throwing the ball. Happy to be on the team. You know. Here he comes. He come flying through the door, and it was like slammed the door. You know, and you could just see the steam coming off of him. And he started, Mr. Stock! Mr. Stock! Get out! Get out! And I'm like, what the freak is wrong with this guy now? He comes charging over. You ain't playing baseball until you come and apologize to me. That's how he had that snare look. And I'm like thinking, what? So I tell Coach, I guess I'm out of here. So I goes and, well, maybe no, it was the wrestling. Yeah, it was the wrestling. Passed me that day too, I don't know. I don't think. So there I am. I want to play baseball. You know, I could have just said, F you, and stick your baseball team up your effing butt. And so I ate some humble pie, you know. I goes in there and said, you know, I'm sorry for whatever, you know. So he let me play baseball. So then they end up kicking all the seniors off the team.
Why?
We're going to rebuild for next year. We already give up on you guys. Except me and 2 other guys. There was 6 seniors they kicked off the team. So he's up there at the banquet. Joe Paterno's there.
Wow.
You know? And there, Paul gives his speech and all that.
Well, maybe he wasn't as big then, you know, because he was now.
No, he wasn't. You know, he started head coaching in about 68, 67, I think. This was like 71. No, 72. So you know how they name off the players for each sport? So they went through, well, they were pissed. Some of them guys that got cut from the baseball team. Grobo, he cut Grobo, who was a pretty good baseball player. Terry Knopf, Chuck Erter, Ted Peduzzi, Weaver, who else? I don't know, but they went through a bunch of the sports. And everybody stood up, right? When they called your name, you stood up to, like,
Acknowledge.
acknowledge
Uh-huh.
who you are. Well, Alex, alphabetical order. Alex Gromo, he's the first one. He had gotten kicked off. They said, Greg Alex, Gromo never moved. Greg Alex, Mr. Alex, would you please stand up? Gromo never moved. Chuck Erler, ABC, he got cut. Whole way down the line, not one baseball player stood up. We were like in protest. Oh yeah, it was hell. I mean, we stirred up a lot of crap, yeah. But some of them, you gotta be reasonable. Like today with all the divorces and all the drugs and all the emotional problems people are going through, these coaches have to have some compassion. They gotta have some. Did you take out money for this stuff?
I just used your card for that.
Oh.